And if you want to know, the camera's right there, so it doesn't look like you're staring off into oblivion. But we have to kind of wait for it to get ready to go live, and that takes about 30 seconds. So hey everybody, we're just waiting, and we're outside because it's nice and cool out here. Oh my God.
Happy Ebola.
You are Ebola. Are you done?
Yeah? So?
What's going? See, I'm all giggly now, and this is live, so everybody can see it. So what's going on? Fall day in Florida, which means it's like what, 75 degrees, and I'm cold. It's cold.
It's like 69.
Us Floridians be like.
Us Floridians be cold. All right, so I've gathered my motley crew here.
You could just say children.
My children's. I can't just say children. Are you kidding? That's not me. I can't just say children. So haunt season is like way upon us. We are like smack dab in the middle of haunt season. And of course, Halloween is kind of one of those touchy times for kids simply because, why? Why is it a touchy time for kids? You.
It's October?
Why?
Great job!
Great job, all right. Why would it be a touchy time for kids?
Well, really, because kids don't like being scared nowadays, so.
Well, it's not really nowadays. It's just really kind of forever. Kids really don't like to be scared. Yeah. And we're going to tell a few stories here about individuals. But the reason why I brought my kids today is to basically talk about growing up being scared. This one's going to be 18 tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So, hey, happy birthday. Everybody say happy birthday.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I think I'm left.
Well, thank you for that. So,
You get all back because technically it's not my birthday.
Okay, that's enough.
I'm about to fall.
18. Okay.
All right. That was worth it.
That was not worth it. So yeah, 18. So he's practically a grown-up.
Yep.
I mean, legally. Obviously.
2 o'clock tomorrow. Or
12:40 tomorrow.
12:40.
See, I know these things.
Alright, back to the subject.
Back to the subject. So, growing up, you know, being that I've covered all kinds of Halloween Horror Nights and haunt stuff, and I like scary movies, that kind of went without saying that these two liked scary movies. Or at least that was the hope, that they would like scary movies. Did you guys like scary movies?
Yeah, I love scary movies.
You do now, but did you?
I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't even let me see the Saw movie. So,
That's not scary, that's just gory.
It still counts as scary.
No, it
Well, it still counts as horror technically. I mean, Saw movies, but yeah, kids really are kind of a touchy subject at Halloween simply because it's a scary time of year. It's also a fun time of year for kids because there's trick-or-treating and costumes and
Candy. Although I can just buy that now anyway, so, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm
Gotta love Bill and Ted references.
yeah, see, that's the other thing. Theme parks put on amazing Halloween events, and you have these great Halloween events at places where families normally spend time. I mean, that was with us all the time. We were at Universal all the time. We're at
like every weekend, all the time.
24/7.
So.
Yeah, to the point that it now, but that's the break every weekend. Oh my God. But being sorry, things keep popping up on my screen. Being that we were at Universal all the time, we inevitably got exposed to Halloween Horror Nights. We inevitably got exposed to scary stuff. And I first started going in 2004, which would have made, well, that would have made you, God, like 7 maybe? 7?
Yep.
And it would have made this one 3. So obviously a little too young for Halloween Horror Nights. But we would go every single year to the point where they couldn't stand it anymore. They had to go. They had to go to Halloween Horror Nights. This one was, I don't know. I don't think I want to go. I don't think I want to go. And this one was like, yeah, we gotta go. I want to go.
Yeah.
The concern was thrown out there. I don't think she'd be ready for it. He'll be fine once he gets there. That's just because that's how they are. You know, I know them. That's how they are. This one, once he gets somewhere, he's good. That one, once she gets somewhere, she sees what's up in front of her and backs the hell out. So we get to Halloween Horror Nights. It was 2008. Reflections of Fear, Halloween Horror Nights 18. And I can still do something to this day that freaks her the hell out. Ready? Bloody Mary.
No!
Bloody Mary! See? And that is not an overreaction. That is her...
It's a normal reaction.
That is her
time.
legit reaction. She is legitimately scared of the lady in the
Just
mirror.
wait until she turns 21. Bloody Mary!
Bloody Mary! Woo! We're getting way off subject here. But we get to the event, and she starts backing down, as I predicted she would. He gets scared one time, flips out, turns around, and says,
No, it's awesome! With a dorky face and everything.
yeah, completely. I mean, no, seriously, I've documented it several times. This one, not so much. However, we did get to see Bill and Ted, and that kind of ruined her forever. Because Bill and Ted is awesome, and clearly not for kids, but being that we speak a lot about Halloween Horror Nights and Bill and Ted and all that other kind of stuff, it was kind of one of those things that we could go into it, we could see it, and we could talk about it later. So that brings us to our subject. How do you know if your kids are ready for Halloween Horror Nights? I'm going to ask the experts. This one actually did not go back to Halloween Horror Nights until when? What year was that? Lady Luck? 2011, I'm going to say. But this one has been every single year since 2008. And both together, they've been about as much, if not more, than most of you. I mean, a lot of people have gone all 25 years. But let's face it, the majority of people started going at 18, 19. Going for quite some time now. And they're veterans of the event. So much so that we plan entire vacations around it. We also plan just entire weekends where we do nothing but go and watch scary movies and haunts. This weekend will probably be one of them. And we had that, back in September, where we went to Halloween Horror Nights, Hallow Scream. What was that?
Nothing?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nothing, tra-la-la?
Tra-la-la. So I'm going to ask the question, from a kid and a former kid's perspective, what would make you... what would you say would be a good indication that kids are ready for haunts like Halloween Horror Nights? And
Well, for one, if they go into the bedroom with like a hockey mask on, they're ready.
That's totally different.
If they walk around going, I'm gonna get you, I'm a bad guy, they're ready. Brandon's ready, by the way.
Brandon's 3. I don't think he's ready.
He's got Allstate. He's ready already.
Oh, get
So-
out of here.
Yeah, basically, any indication of them watching horror movies, like them mimicking the killer or something like that, I would say that's a good sign.
They watch nothing
that's-
but horror movies, so I guess they'd be ready.
If they laugh during a horror movie, that's a good sign.
Honestly, everything that you're saying is actually bad signs. Acting like a serial killer, laughing during bloody parts. That is a good sign. I mean, I guess they're kind of ready for Halloween Horror Nights, but you might have some issues down the road. I don't know. That's just
I'm
me.
fine.
Ow. No, as a parent, though, you kind of really have to be on top of it, and you really have to be on the ball with what your kids are and are not ready for. This one I knew that Maddie, the Madness, as we call her.
Metal mouth.
Metal.
Metal mouth madness.
Madness was not ready for Halloween Horror Nights because she would sneak. I mean, she loved watching horror movies and zombie films, specifically Dawn of the Dead.
Still do.
Still do.
She hides behind the covers though.
I do not.
Well, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. What was bad was that she would sleepwalk, and it would affect her in that way, and she would wake up with nightmares and freak out and everything else. If your kid's doing that, there's a good chance that they're not ready, because Halloween Horror Nights, and any haunt, not just Halloween Horror Nights, but any haunt, is really kind of in your face. Especially the more independent haunts, you go to those. I can't wait to get you to Shallow Grave. Oh, you're going to love that.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're in your face. They're touching you at certain times.
They cornered Rachel.
Oh yeah, they
That
corner
sounds
you.
Weird. They touch you.
They touch you. Don't touch me there.
Don't touch him. Don't touch me.
Dumbo.
Don't touch
Get
me.
out of here.
Oh.
If your kids are ready for horror movies, or watching horror movies, they are probably. It's probably a pretty good indication. However, before you spend the money and go to some place like Halloween Horror Nights, you might want to try them on a smaller haunt that is a little more intense, and one that you don't have to basically shell out 70 to 80 bucks. Spend 15, 20 bucks, gauge it, and go from there. What would be another good tip?
Did you already say the smaller haunts?
Yeah, I just said that.
I don't know then.
Take it slow. That's another good one.
Yeah, scare zones.
Just
If there's
like a
any pre-house stuff, don't take them right in the house, because that's like 20 times intenser than just walking around on the streets.
Because you also have to think with the scare zone, it's wide open spaces. There's usually a little bit more light, although when it gets dark, there's not much more. But you go into a house or a maze, and it is really dark, and it's loud. The loudness is what still gets her to this day, because she'll walk through the house like this.
I hate loud noises.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's perfectly acceptable. A lot of people do. But she'll walk through like this. She loves to watch the film or watch everything going on around, but she hates hearing it. And they are typical brother and sister, aren't they? But yeah, that's a great tip. Make sure you start it slow. What's another good tip? Give me one.
He's doing right. Oh.
Well, take it slow can also. Oh, the most important thing. You don't want tears. If you get tears during
They will get you all.
if you get tears during something that's supposed